The 90s brought the savings and loan crisis. Jim and John in particular had many sleepless nights and tense days in negotiating with lenders. In this survive to 95 situation, one of the consequences was a pay and hiring freeze. As we all know, this was not the last time of such tough actions that had to be taken. In South Bend, one highlight of this early 90s period, though, was completion of the last phase of the apartments at Maple Lane and Elkhart. For some of us, in these lean times, present speaker included, we turned to consulting work to keep the lights on. We consulted with a number of old-line industrial companies which were abandoning plants in the Midwest, including Clark Equipment and Holladay Corporation in the Michiana area. In Nashville, to cover the office overhead, they began actively soliciting third-party management work of troubled assets from banks and life insurance companies. In 1990, South Bend moved the office, which included corporate, brokerage, accounting, and property management departments, to Colfax Place, where we would stay until 1998. The property management department added a landscaping function in 1991, which maintained 9 properties and planted approximately 1,500 tulips, a far cry from the 25 properties maintained and 23,000 tulips planted today. Back on the development front, we developed our first hotel with the Sisters of the Holy Cross, the Inn at St. Mary's, and 2 build-to-suits with healthcare clients. One in Hendersonville, Tennessee for Health Trust, led by our Nashville team, and the Dugdale Medical Center in South Bend, which was home to Memorial Home Healthcare until fairly recently. Then in 1992, we became involved in master planning a 1,500-acre business park in Indianapolis, Indiana. It was our first development of that nature and required the largest rezoning effort in Indianapolis history to date. From 92 through 94, we focused our efforts on planning the Ameriplex brand, including its name, logo, design concepts, and an overall theme. For the Indianapolis Park, we chose the theme of airports from which the buildings and street names are derived. This theme idea has been carried on to our other large-scale development efforts, although each one is different from the previous. Around this time, tenant appreciation received a revamp when the South Bend property management team decided to throw one big party at the site's Park East race instead of going to each building individually. While we in South Bend were planning a business park and tenant picnic, the Nashville team was again expanding, adding third-party development services to their repertoire.